Most of the time, leadership's ambitions are greater than their willingness to resource them. If your teams are just jumping directly from one project to the next, you may be sowing the seeds of burnout, because how you end projects makes a big difference to the quality of future ones. My name's Andy Polaine, and every week I spend my days coaching design leaders. And in these videos, I reflect upon the common themes and questions that come up in the week. And this week I want to talk about project sunsets. And when I say project, I mean whatever way you break down your work into a unit of work. Every project's a hypothesis. Now, you probably know this from OKRs, from the actual work we do. Something like, we believe that by doing this thing, we're going to shift this metric, and we'll know if we've done it by this time. But the resourcing of a project's also a hypothesis. Someone, somewhere, maybe you, says, well, I think it's going to take this amount of time and this many people to do this chunk of work. And obviously that's based on your experience, but it's also a guess. That's what a hypothesis really is. It's an informed guess. What I've seen happen often is designers moving from finishing one project with a hectic end on a Friday to starting a new one on a Monday morning, and they've already probably been prepping for that the week before. This gives no time for reflection, and importantly, it creates no feedback loop to whoever set up the project or sold the work and resourced it in the first place. So leadership often get the impression that everything's fine. We asked for this piece of work to be done, we gave these resources, and the work got done. What they don't see is people working at evenings and weekends and people burning out and really stressed, because that doesn't get fed back up to them. You would likely not skip a project kickoff. It's really just part of your working process. So make the project sunset also part of the way you work. It doesn't take long. You can do it in a couple of hours, maybe a little bit of extra time to do a case study. And I'd really recommend doing a little 2-page or 2-slide case study. If you're working in an agency, you're likely to be doing this anyway, because those things are really important for your credentials and for selling the work. But even if you're working internally, it's useful to get into this idea of articulating the value of your work. And it's best to do it when it's really fresh in your mind and you sit down and think about all the things you did and the impact you might have had. They also have another benefit, which is they are really useful for onboarding new people. Most onboarding materials seem to be a little bit neglected, and invariably people ask 2 questions. What does good look like here? Please show me some of your work. Show me projects you've done and how you go about them. And when they've been given something to work on, another question is, have we done this before, so I'm not reinventing the wheel? Project sunsets give people emotional closure. They get to thank people and show gratitude for special moments. They get to talk about their stars, their highlights, and they get to talk about their wishes, things that they wish had happened. That feedback and reflection is just like any other reflective practice. It's how you raise the bar of quality, and it's also how you learn and grow. I hope that's useful for you. If you'd like to check out my coaching practice, it's at polaine.com/coaching, and I'll put the link below. If you have any of your own tips or even some templates, please post a comment below. I'd love to hear them. Thanks very much. I'll see you again soon.